stir fry a grand cold robo, and see what happens when you buy Bulletstorm for a wish. This is League of Gaming Gentlemen Trophy Quest.
It's time for the League of Gaming Gentlemen.
Play ball!
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Excellent.
Don't get it.
No, I didn't have a clue. I didn't have a clue what he said there. He just said a load of random words.
Oh, yeah, I just heard what random words. Bit of waffle.
Random words. No, there's something in there. There's something in there.
Okay.
Well, welcome.
That's for the community to find out.
Oh, it's pretty obvious. Come on.
Yeah. If you know, community, email it in so that Dave, James, and Stuart can understand.
It'll become pretty obvious when we start talking about this month's game later on. So, okay.
You're calling it a wish bullet storm, are you? Because that is scathing.
Yeah.
If that's what you're doing.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
And Dave has ruined the entire podcast. Well done, Dave.
You're welcome.
And that's this week's show. Tune in next month, guys. Welcome to League of Gaming Gentlemen Trophy Quest. We are your usual hosts, and this month we are, as you've probably heard, joined by James again, which is an absolute pleasure. Twice in a row.
2 in a row.
Yes. We like it. We like it a lot. Just needs Rich, and we're good to go. So, just a quick round of hellos. Hi, Stu.
Hello.
Hi, Dave.
Hi.
Hi. And hello, James, again.
Hello, again. Glad to be here.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to hear you. Your dulcet tones are music to my ears.
Thank you very much.
Music to my
feel
ears.
exactly the same.
Yes. It's good. It's good getting the band back together.
Get a room, you two.
What? I wish. So what have we all been up to? Well, we'll do our usual round of see what we've all been playing and watching, and we'll start with James. James, what have you been playing?
So I've been playing the new Call of Duty. Bought that a week or so ago, and have been shooting people in the face. Well, actually, I've more apt. I've been getting shot in the face, and every so often shooting people in the face. But you know,
Black Ops 6 is that, James?
That's the one. Yep, it is. It's good. I have to say, it is good fun. And there's quite a few of us who have got it, so there's regularly 5 or 6 of us running around maps, playing together. And that's the only new thing I've been playing. We've obviously still been doing the F1 Championship, of which
how's that going? Quick little update. Who's winning? Who's losing?
I will give you a very quick update. So I think we've just done race 8 of 11, I want to say. Anyway, I think we've got 2 races left now after this one, and I am currently winning. I am top. Our friend Tumshi is second.
Oh, nice.
He's only 23 points behind.
Oh, he's definitely reaching distance of you.
Absolutely.
Insurmountable.
Our absent friend of Mr. Purvis is third.
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad. No, a newbie, Brad, who is...
Hi, Brad.
Brad. He is fourth. Jacko is joint fifth. Jacko's has a new nickname now. He is called Swindon.
Because he lives in Swindon.
Because he lives in Swindon, yeah. Basically, when we were doing one of the races, not this week's, but the week before, Mikey, one of the other people we race with, they were having a little ding dong as they do, and he came out with a line. It was basically, "No, you don't, Swindon," and that's it. Now that's it. He is now Swindon. Jacko is now Swindon. Yeah,
nice.
And then Fuzzy is in 7th, Mikey 8th. Kyle 9th, and Adam is unfortunately bringing up the rear, but he has missed a lot of most races.
Right.
So.
But you need the Adam element in there anyway to do all the crashes to start with.
Yes, he has been less crashy this year.
Really?
Which is probably why he's doing so shit. actually. So
Joe,
Cool.
Fuzzy seems a little far down the running order there. What's happened to him?
So it's always quite difficult because people obviously get better and get worse as they play more. So we've like fluctuated cars. So Fuzzy's now gone up into a better car, and he's doing slightly better. But the problem is, what happens is he tends to get taken out quite early on as the AI is quite aggressive. So he tends to get shafted, and yeah. So yeah, and then outside of that, bit more cricket, and then I've been playing a lot of Grand Theft Auto 5.
Have you?
Again.
What, the online or the actual story?
No, see, I've played about an hour of the story total in general.
Okay.
Always online. I've
Yeah.
always liked playing online.
See, I bought the game
Fabulous.
and I've never actually played, apart from online with you, and that was it.
Is that because you're excited for GTA 6, James? Is that why you've gone back to it?
No, actually, no. I've been playing it quite a lot in the last few months, simply because I haven't had to delete it because I bought a new hard drive. Because it's quite big. So but I've had a new hard drive in the PS5 now for a few months, but it doesn't leave now. It just sits there so I can play it.
Did you get the PS5 upgrade as well for it, or are you using the PS4 version?
No PS5 upgrade.
All right.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
Cool.
so yeah, I whacked a 2 terabyte drive in and we're away.
Excellent.
And yeah, that's what I've been playing. That's my grand total. Well, I've been playing other things, but they're the main 4 games I've
So
been
you
playing. really.
took your PlayStation apart, put something in it, and put it back together again, and it still works?
Yeah, because I'm not a dunce like you are.
I must make...
No, boys.
I mean-
No.
Well, he did just struggle to rotate a microphone. So
That is true.
Yeah, he did.
James, I'm impressed. But
Yeah,
thanks
good
very
work,
much.
James.
I'm
And
not as
what have
impressed as I am surprised. But well done, mate. That's brilliant.
you're about to ask what I've been watching, weren't you?
Yeah, what have you been watching? Let's just gloss over Dave's not even veiled insults. What have you been watching?
I have been watching. I watched June 2 again the other day. A couple of days
it's
ago.
a good film.
So
Such
good.
Very
a good
good films. Really like them. I understand why some people don't, but I think they're excellent.
People
films.
don't like them?
Yeah, some
What?
people don't like them.
What's
well,
wrong with
you
people?
know,
What?
you know, it is what it is. But very good film. And then when I went over to Germany on work last month. It was last month. I'm going again next week. Not next week, week after, in fact. But anyway, by the by, I downloaded a few things on Netflix, and one of the things I downloaded was Gundam Requiem for Vengeance. Has anybody watched any of the Gundam cartoons?
No.
So I very much used to like them when I was in my late teens, early 20s, and then this is more of it's not cartoony, but it's still animated.
Okay.
And it's all right. It wasn't great, but what it did do is it started me off watching Gundam Wing, which is from I think it's from the 1990s or something, which is fabulous stuff, all about robots fighting each other, really.
Mm-hmm.
Great fun.
I think it's always something I've just wanted to watch, but I've just never
found the time.
got round to it. Just never.
Yeah, so many things. And then the big thing I've been watching, and I think I hammered this while I was over in Germany, was a anime series called Wisteria Wand and Sword.
No, I've never heard of that one either.
Any good?
It's excellent. I thought it was really, really good. Very quick premise. It's basically this young kid. Well, not a young kid. He's a teenager. He's in a school of magic. His magic is pretty shocking, but he has phenomenally good sword skills. And it's about him trying to ascend through the ranks based solely on how good he is with a sword. And the whole point is that magic is meant to be the wand is meant to be mightier than the sword, but he is continuously disproving that fact with how good he is. So,
oh, cool.
Yeah, so it's very, very good. I have to say.
Do you watch it English dubbed or?
Yeah, I always watch
Japanese?
these English dubbed
Right.
most of the time.
James, you heathen.
Well, I know I'm a bit of a heathen, but I find myself I enjoy it
What
more.
platform's that, James?
Think it was on. I think I watched it on Crunchyroll.
Oh, okay, my live.
And the only reason I found out about it is it just came up on my TikTok once. Two guys were having a chat, and there's this guy who went, "Look, I'm telling you, this," to his mate, during the podcast, was telling you, this is a fantastic series. So I made a note of it, and then got stuck in, and I think I watched it literally non-stop, and I think I went to bed at like 2:00 in the morning at one point.
Oh, I'd love it when things like that happen. Yeah.
Oh, fabulous.
Yeah.
But yeah, And that's the main things I've been playing, watching.
That's a lot of stuff.
It is a lot of stuff. Makes a change for me.
I'll keep an eye on that Wand and the Sword one.
Yeah, I do recommend it.
Yeah.
Very good.
Cool. Thank you, James.
Duane,
Me?
how about
Me
you?
next?
Tell us.
Let me just check what I've written.
He wasn't ready.
No, I just can't remember. It's just
We're
been
professional here. We're
It's just been
professional.
so much. I've been playing and watching so much stuff. I haven't. Outside of the challenge, just I hopped back onto Wukong, made a little bit of progress with that. I had to use a guide because I was completely lost. I had no idea where to go. It's just crazy.
Is it good?
It's great. It looks amazing. If you're into that kind of game, then it's definitely recommend it. Bosses kick your ass though. I'm currently at a boss that's kicking my ass regularly, so grinding is happening. Just so you know, and just challenge games. That's pretty much it game wise. I've not really had a lot of time for gaming. Watched Twisters. It was okay. The new one. Just kind of slight, if you kind of think of it as like a remix of the original.
Is that a film or is it a series?
Have you never seen the original Twisters?
Original Twister with Bill Paxton and
I've seen that one. Yeah.
It's just kind of it's all the same story beats. It's just a remix, really. Yeah, it was. I enjoyed it. We did watch Quiet Place Day One. That was really good. I really liked that. So yeah, it's kind of like the Quiet Place, but told with different characters.
Cool.
Yeah, it's really good. I actually really enjoyed it. It's got the guy who plays Eddie Muntz in Stranger Things in it, which is cool.
Oh, okay.
Joseph.
Okay. Excellent.
Joseph, someone.
Yeah, he was really good. And what else did I watch? From the new season of From, that's been pretty good. Pretty enjoying that. And the latest season of Taskmaster.
Yeah, I mean, you spoke about it last time.
Yeah,
I have seen that, but I've not seen the latest season. I don't think. So yeah,
yeah.
Cool.
I think we got a couple of episodes left of this new season. Really enjoying that. But the thing I watched the other day, which somebody I work with recommended, it's on Disney Plus, called The Contestant, and it's about this Japanese guy in the late 90s who was. This was pre-Truman Show, so it's kind of a bit weird. They basically lock him in the room, and he's only allowed to live off stuff he wins from prizes. So they give him a whole load of magazines and postcards to send off to win prizes, and he can only eat the food he wins and wear the clothes he wins and stuff like that. He did it for 15 months. It's pretty fucked up, actually.
Yeah.
When you're watching it, it's like you're going, what? And so the person who recommended it is actually somebody who is Japanese. And she said she was there when it was all going on, and they didn't get all the kind of the bad stuff. It was all kind of the way that it was edited. It was all like he was having a great time, and it was all lovely and amazing. But it's actually pretty dark.
Yeah.
I was going to say, so did he he must have gone for days when he didn't eat then. Because I was going to say, assume he did not win every fucking contest.
No, absolutely. It's pretty fucked up, and he did it for 15 months. If you watch it, it's kind of. He's from Fukushima, where they had the tsunami with with the power plant, the nuclear power plant thing.
Because I've seen a documentary.
The power plant thing. I love the fact that a nuclear power plant meltdown is just a power plant thing.
There's actually one called The Days on Netflix, which I'm going to watch, which I think is about that. So I'll watch that at some point. So, but yeah, if you kind of want to kind of see how fucked up Japanese TV can be, give that one a go. Ooh. Yeah, it's. I recommend it.
Okay, well,
I fucked up. Do you think telly will be in 15, 20 years, something like that?
Well, bearing in mind the stuff you've got on at the moment, probably very.
Yeah.
Have you ever read, not seen, because the movie's shit, but read The Running Man by Stephen King?
No.
See, that kind of just goes to show how fucked up TV can get. Yeah. And I think we're kind of heading that way.
Is it like the film, Duane?
It's loosely based. It's because he wrote the book under a pen name, so he didn't have any creative control over it. Normally has a little bit of creative control over his the movies, but because he didn't want to reveal that it was him, it kind of went off a bit. So no, it's probably. Have you ever seen Hunters?
No.
where they kind of hunt people. It's like a reality TV like show where people like run around and they kind of hunt them down. The Running Man's similar to that, except people die. I think they're supposed to be making a series about it, like a proper series. Like
I think there's a new Running Man film in it,
or a movie. Yeah, but they're actually doing it properly, not the Arnold Schwarzenegger.
The same guy that's in Twisters. Who's the guy? Who's the guy that was in Twisters?
I can't remember his name.
Glenn
someone. Yeah, Glenn Campbell.
No,
close.
He's a Rhinestone Cowboy. It's not him. He was in Top Gun. What's his name?
I haven't seen that Top Gun.
You haven't seen the new Top Gun?
No, well, I watched 10 minutes of it and had to turn it off because it was so bad. It was I'm not wasting my time watching this nonsense.
Fuck
Absolute
Sorry, I can't.
blasphemy.
And well, it was awful. I just couldn't do. Okay, I'm going to give it half an hour, not 10 minutes. That was a bit stupid. And I just went. I can't
sounds like
do
something else we're going to be talking about later on. But anyway,
I can't do
it.
James, you like the new Top Gun? Top Gun.
Oh, brilliant! I thought it was an excellent film.
It's a great film.
I haven't seen it. No, I have no drive to go and watch it immediately.
No,
I might watch it, maybe.
I actually got it free with my Sky subscription. So for some reason, no idea why, and it's sitting there, and I've watched half an hour of it, and I went, bad enough. Nope.
I don't understand why you don't like that, Stuart.
Well, I'm very complex, David.
He likes weird stuff. Anyway, moving on from me, Stu. What have you been up to?
Hello.
Hi.
Right, what I've been watching. Right, so I've just come back from holiday from Holland, visit the folks over there, and not been for a couple of years. Well, anyway, we're in this, and it's nothing to do with what I'm about to come on to watching, but we stayed in this like a holiday resorty kind of thing, but it was just really nice, not like a typical English Butlins or whatever. It was just anyway nice. I went to a couple of museums, really nice, and I really fancied watching the Da Vinci Code for some reason. No idea why. The original 2006 version of it with Tom Hanks in it. Because my memories of it, I mean, I kind of liked it. It was not that I never understood it. It was just like, it's okay. But I just fancied watching it, and I watched it. 3 hours long. That's a massive film. It's okay. It's dated quite, I wouldn't say badly, but it is dated now. So, and I quite enjoyed it. It was all right for what it was. I finally now finished The Expanse. Does it end well? I think they could have got more seasons out of it, but I just don't think they had the funding for it. So I think where they cut it off is okay. They cut it off. There's a load of threads though, which I haven't got it. They've just not answered, and they just don't make any sense if you're being like, well, what about this and what about this? So I don't know. So with that said, I've now started the audiobook. We're hoping now we're going to get some more details on there. And I've got to admit that I'm on the first book, and it is the series is very in line with the book. It's actually quite. I mean, they've done some other things in that, but I found out now. I take it you guys have not watched The Expanse anyway, have you?
No.
Right. There's a character in the series, and there's no spoiler this. He's in it all the way until the last season. And he's quite a major character. In the book, he's still in the book. But apparently, he got had for sexual conduct and all that kind of stuff, and they had to get him out. They had to get him off the series. But because he was so entwined in as that character for that, they couldn't replace him with another character. So they just killed him. And it's so weird. So I'm quite intrigued, like when they get to the books, like what's going to happen with that? Because he was quite a major. I wouldn't say he was like a major character, but like he was there in every episode, and he was like very instrumental in various things. So that one's a bit weird. So, but
was it Thomas Jane? Was it Thomas Jane?
I don't know the actor's name. Can't remember. He was the pilot.
The guy with the hat. Oh,
he was the pilot. But I've really enjoyed it, and it's a really, really good series, and I really highly recommend it to anybody. I mean, it's a bit long as well, and there's I think season 3 or 4. It sags. And if you can get through that, then it's fine. It just like, but you can also tell on the last season they had a big budget cut because everything seems to be in really small, tight cupboards. It's just like they haven't got the money or whatever. So, but it's really good, and it's mainly about the story, and the story is quite solid. So, cool. What have I been playing? Oh, I've got addicted to a game, and it's on a mobile phone. But to my defence, I've paid for it outright, and there's no adverts and there's no microtransactions. So it is a fully paid for game, which I'm completely 100% believe in, and not free games where you have to keep on pushing money into it. It's called Baladro. Have you ever heard of it? The card game?
Nope.
Baladro.
Yeah, so it's like a poker game, but not poker. Like, what I mean by the poker game is the hands, how you win, are poker hands, but it's not a poker game. So what you got to do, you got to get scores. So you got 3 rounds per. No, there's 3. Yeah, there's like 2 normal rounds, and then you got a boss round. And the boss round is you've got no hearts or no spades or whatever. So you got to make up these points with all that. And then you got these other cards are called jokers, where they give you extra abilities, and you got tarot cards. And now, honestly, when you first see it, it's like, oh wow, that's amazing. Or it's really complicated. Sorry, but like after a while, you just get so into it, and it's just like, oh my god, you can't stop. And the game will last about, I don't know, if you're really good, it'll probably be half an hour, and half an hour's just gone. Just zip somewhere else. It's incredible. Really enjoy that game. It is available on the PlayStation, but it's not cross-play or anything like that, so I haven't subscribed to it. Another game I've been playing recently is the Finals. So that's funny that you go onto the Running Man there, because that is all about
that kind of thing.
Yeah, it is. It is. You've played the Finals, haven't you, James?
No, I haven't. I've downloaded it, but I've never actually played it.
It is a very game up your street, 100%. I only sort of played it very recently with Tumshi, Martin and Matt, and just really, really enjoyed it. It's I'm rubbish at it, but it's one of those games as well. You can be rubbish in it, and you can still, as long as you're doing the objectives, it's like Battlefield. As long as you do the objective, you'll get points, and it will be good, kind of thing. So anyway, really enjoying that one. So I am now the proud owner of a PS5 Pro.
Woohoo! You're going to have to give us the lowdown.
I will do in a bit. So what I've had to do is I've had a rejig though. So my PS5 now is in the living room, and I've got the PS5 Pro, and the PS4 Pro, what was there, has now been taken out, and now it's surplus. But I don't want to get rid of it because I've got a PSVR version 1 headset, which I'm not going to get rid of. So what I've done, I've basically formatted the lot and downloaded all my PSVR 1 games and everything, set it all up. I'll probably end up putting it in a box, but every one day it's just ready to go, ready to roll for some VR. So I've been just like messing around with some VR titles, and I've actually quite enjoyed it. Like been playing the typical like Beat Saber, and
I used to love that game,
and Job Simulator I love, and Vacation Simulator and things like that. So I've been having a nice little time. But
have you had a go with that gun, Stu?
No, I haven't. I have got the gun still. That one game. I mean, it's a good peripheral, but it's just nobody used it. I know I had another game. It's got, was it Dick? What? Oh God, what was that shooting game? It was shit as well. Anyway, also Minecraft supports VR, and I had to go on that one. And that one, even warnings come up. This will probably make you feel sick, and my God, it does. It's just horrible. It's just not a good experience. But I really enjoyed it. Set it all up, and now and I'll probably put it away and maybe get it out once a year, or 20 years time when the grandkids go, oh, what did you play, Granddad? When it's like, this is what it was. This is crap, Dad. Yes, I know. So yeah, PS5 Pro. To be fair,
worth it.
For me, yes, it is a luxury item, and to be fair, they've released something where there's nothing out in the market ready to use it. So it's a bit
typical.
It's a bit like future-proofing in a way. But the way I look at it, I bought the PS4 Pro, and I've only just stopped using it, and it's been brilliant. And it's absolutely brilliant. You know,
every now and again.
It's absolutely brilliant. So I'm just thinking, well, and I've got nothing wrong with the PS5 either, because that one's doing a brilliant job, and I've got this, and to be fair, I've not really played anything yet. So I've paid for the upgrade to Horizon, because and that one's meant to take full. That was made like one of the flagship games and that. So
I only downloaded that one. Same thing.
Yeah, so I only downloaded.
You mean the old one, the original?
Yes, yeah, the original one.
So I've been streaming that.
Oh, have you? Oh, yes, I have. Yeah. See, I've never really clicked with the second one. I need to go back and make sure it's just not me. Well, not saying it's not me. So obviously it's logged by everybody.
No,
but,
the second one was, I don't think the second one was as good as the first.
Yeah, I just didn't click
I enjoyed
with
it,
it.
but I just didn't think it was as good as the first one.
I think I got halfway through and I just put it down. It wasn't like, oh, I'm never playing this again. I just got
distracted and then moved on and then just never came back.
So, so really, what I'm trying to say is I've not actually played anything really what takes advantage of it. And to be fair, I've been playing this month's game on it, which is absolutely pointless because it just doesn't do anything for it. So, and it doesn't help with its technical issues, which we will go into. And also I couldn't help myself, but I have now sold my old one, so it's not like completely egregious. I got a new PS Portal because I had one before, but I got I'm going to show it to the guys. I got the 30th anniversary one.
That looks lovely.
Very
and
nice.
It does exactly the same as the other one, and it is beautiful. But
you can stream on it now.
You can, and that's what I've done now. So even though it's good because I don't like the premium subscription service on there because I don't think it's worth it, but it only cost me £8 to upgrade, so I thought I'll give it a go, and I've had a go at it, and it's okay. So you can stream directly now without your PlayStation. I mean, they've got a collection of games. I think it's about 150 games. There's nothing major. I think the biggest title on there, really, or AAA title, is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Is it Valhalla? I think it's Valhalla, isn't it? Anyway, it's an Assassin's Creed game, I think the last one, and and that's the biggest one. But I've not really played with it majorly on that. The one is so I've just got it all up and running, and I've got my other one sold now, so that's gone. So that's basically paid for this. So it's all good.
So can you play any game on that, or is it just a set number of titles you can play?
No, so if you're streaming, it's whatever Sony deem streamable for you. So they've got that catalogue, or you can stream anything off your own PlayStation.
That was going to be my question because I haven't really looked into it. It's probably a very basic question. If I bought one, and played it in bed, for example, could I progress through games that I am playing on the PlayStation?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Okay.
It's thing is though, it depends on how acceptable you are to lagging. Now, if you want to play, I wouldn't play COD on it. God, no.
Good God,
it'd be just the worst. It'd just be the worst. But but any other slow-paced games like story-based games or
that's what I meant.
Choice-based games or RPGs, menu-based games, it's absolutely brilliant. So I've used it for when watching TV, when Laura's been watching TV and just been messing around like that. So it's I think it's really good. Is it necessary? I haven't tried it outside of the home, but now it's got a capability of streaming. I'm thinking, maybe that might be the thing, but it's still streaming at the end of the day. You've still got artifacts all over the screen. It's still a bit choppy and it's a bit, it's not the best, but it's in beta. To their defense, it's in beta, but, it is what it is. So I think I've waffled on long enough, and I believe it's now David's turn.
Yes, Dave. What's
the dirty
new
bastard?
With you? Dirty. Oh, I can't believe, Dave.
Not only that,
a full pint as well.
And you definitely need to drink more water.
The listeners don't know what he's.
No, they don't need to know. That's.
So they don't need to know.
Let's move on.
What have I watched? I'll tell you what I've watched. Right, so I've watched a documentary. Music by John Williams.
Oh.
Have you guys seen that? It's on Disney.
No, but I want to watch it.
I did not know this was a thing. I need to.
Oh, you've been watching a Star Wars related product thing?
It's not fucking Star Wars related, is it?
Okay, he might have done the music to Spider-Man.
He did a bit of music for Star Wars. He did lots of other things.
Yes.
As well.
Jurassic Park.
Close Encounters.
E.T.
Close Encounters.
Raiders of the Lost Ark. Superman. Home Alone.
Do you know what? The Superman thing, right? I think it's a bit criminal the way that it's just dismissed within the documentary, because the Superman music.
It's fantastic.
Everything he does is just like gold.
And I know that. I know they've got. There's a lot of stuff they can pick and choose from, and all the rest of it. And they spend a lot of time on Star Wars. They spend a lot of time on Jaws. They spend a little bit of time on Indiana Jones, but they spend virtually no time on the Superman theme, which is amazing.
What about Star Trek?
Theme.
Oh, he didn't write anything. Oh. If only they did, it'd be even more popular.
So,
Oh, Stu.
yeah, so it's a little bit disproportionate. I do feel that the Superman theme gets hard done by in it, because that is brilliant. But they say, oh yeah, he did this, and then kind of move on. But what they do, which which is a brilliant bit, Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
So good.
There's a sort of 3, 4, 5 minute bit on, the 5 notes on that. Do 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 do. The 5 notes where they call down the chips or whatever they do. He talks about the fact that it was 5 notes, and he says, look, I had loads of different 5 notes that I could have used, and this is the 5 notes I chose. And he talks through 3 or 4 minutes why he chose those 5 notes, and he explains it. It just blew my mind. It's amazing. He just shows such a knowledge of music and all the rest of it. The guy was an absolute genius, and just it's evident in just him talking about why he chose those 5 notes over 40 other sets of 5 notes that he had. Absolutely brilliant. So that's a good recommendation, especially if you use Star Wars.
I didn't know that was on there. I definitely would have watched that, because John Williams is an absolute legend. Speaking of
legend.
And not just him, his son. Did you know his son was the singer in Toto? And he was.
It says that, yes.
And he also was the singer who sang the theme tune to Gummy Bears.
Gummy Bears. I think Toto's a bit blessing the rains down in Africa.
Yep, and he also was the singing voice for adult Simba in The Lion King.
Oh, okay.
Adult Simba.
Oh, well.
Yep.
Adolf Simba.
I thought you said
and
Adolf.
he wrote the Nub Nub song for End of Return of the Jedi. Yep. A couple of other things that I can't remember off the top of my head, but
then they destroyed it.
They
destroyed it. Oh, don't get me started on that.
Oh my god! Yeah.
I could have a whole podcast episode about how much they ruined that song.
Oh, let's talk about Star Wars. Let's talk about Star Wars.
You brought it up, mate.
No, it's a real good documentary. But right now, listen to this. It gets you thinking about yourself as a person, right? So, he's a very successful man, John Williams, correct?
Oh, very.
Undoubtedly.
Is he dead?
No.
Not dead. He can't die.
I don't know if
he's not allowed to die.
No, he can't die.
He's really old. It won't be long.
No.
You take that back.
But anyway, he was saying that his parents... So if he wanted to do something, I think it was his dad in particular, if he wanted to do something, his dad would say, yes, you can do that thing, but you have to play an hour of piano first. Which he did. And that's why he was as successful as he was.
So what, you tell him that we've got to make people play piano for an hour?
Well, practice anything.
No,
anything that's...
What I'm saying, it made me question myself as a parent, because have I ever said to have I driven my kids as hard as that? No.
Bit late, mate.
Should I have?
No.
Well, it is.
You do what you do, what you can,
and
the best you can, and that's it.
Do you clothe them, feed them? Are they warm and fed? Then you haven't failed.
Well, hang on, he's not answered.
Oh, okay.
No, they haven't got any clothes. Fucking waste money on that. I don't waste money on
clothes. Buy beer. You have got to buy some beer, so.
Well, exactly. I can't afford clothes.
Beer or clothes.
Anyway, that just made me think. So his parents drove him on. They drove.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say.
So was it natural talent? Was it?
He didn't have video games when he was growing up, so
No, I don't think that. But I just think some parents are like that, and some kids are also like that to want to do. He's got to also want to do that, because he could just do an hour and just go, oh, whatever, and then get on with his life doing other stuff. Exactly. So he's got to. They must have seen something, and he must have also said he wanted to still do it. I mean, you know what kids are like? They'll quite happily not do
Yeah,
it. If they don't want to do it, they will not do it. You can't make them do it with a stick. It's against the law, isn't it? Isn't it?
Not then, it wasn't. Probably is now.
I think so. But very, very talented man.
Completely.
Very talented man. He did lots of really cool stuff that we all love.
And the simple fact is, it doesn't matter how shit a Star Wars movie is, the music is always on point.
It is.
Without doubt.
Yeah.
Always.
They spent a lot of time in the documentary talking about Star Wars.
Well,
to be fair,
he's
though,
mostly
that's
known for.
That is, you ask anybody who John Williams is famous for, they'll just say Star Wars first. It just is. It's just, which, I don't think he hates that either. I think he quite like that, but
And he would get the so they do the film, they make the film. So Spielberg would make the films and just send them to him without music. He'd watch them and then just come up with music.
Yeah.
And there was a really long bit in it about the Jaws music and the like da 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 that bit. And Spielberg just didn't get it to begin with. He was saying, "What are you talking about, John? I don't understand this." And then it just kind of all clicked. Bloke's a genius. Bloke was an absolute genius.
And he did the Home Alone music.
Did he?
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Well, let's not spoil it, Duane. Come on.
No, the Home Alone music's amazing. So good. Anyway, what have you been playing?
I'll tell you what else I've watched. Ludwig. Have you guys seen that?
What's that?
It's on BBC.
No idea,
It's
mate.
got David Mitchell in it.
Okay.
David Mitchell. The guy who wrote Cloud Atlas.
Oh, hang on.
No, the guy out
I have
of
heard of it. I've not
the
seen
Mitchell
it.
and Weblet.
Yeah.
The guy out of
I've
Peep
seen
Show.
it.
You know him.
Oh,
I've heard of it. Sorry, I've not seen it. I've
He's
not
married
seen
to Victoria Coren Mitchell, who was on Taskmaster.
it. Yes. Yeah. And
He's
she
a
does
professional
lot of,
poker player and presents Only Connect.
Journalist? Isn't she a journalist
Yeah.
as well?
Honestly,
Yeah,
I've seen more with her in than I've seen with him in.
Yeah.
I actually find him quite annoying.
No, I
Controversial.
don't. I quite like it.
Controversial.
I quite like it.
Controversial.
Anyway, Dave, did you enjoy it? Forget what Dwayne's babbling on about.
I'll tell you, it was brilliant. And it was one of the things that I managed to watch with Mrs. Packer, which was nice. There's not many things we can watch together that we both enjoy. We both watched that. It was excellent. I would heartily recommend it.
Cool.
Duane,
What's it about?
well, his job is, you love this, Duane. He's a puzzle setter.
What?
Yeah.
Like a crossword puzzle set.
Well, just puzzles. He sets puzzles. But his twin
Love
brother, identical twin brother,
Like Saw,
works
like
for the
Duane
police. And he's gone missing. So he assumes his identity and solves murders for the police in a puzzly kind of way. You would love it, Duane.
I'm suddenly a little bit intrigued. Have to see if I can find it here.
And he's to be fair to Dave Mitchell, let's call him that. All right, he's really good at it. He's really
Cool.
Deadpool and Wolverine. I've watched. You talked about that last
great
podcast. Great film.
Yeah, great film.
And I've listened to Hotel Avocado.
You can check out, but you can never leave?
No, that's Hotel California.
Okay.
Hotel Avocado is different.
Is it an audiobook?
It's audiobook. Bob Mortimer. It's the sequel to
right, okay.
Which I
Right, yeah.
last time. I'm sort of halfway through. Very good. Very good. Recommend that as well. What have I played? Well, I finished Tinykin, so I platinum Tinykin.
Woo! Well done.
Nice.
So that's all done. So that's me and you, Stu, on that one.
Excellent. Oh, no, excellent. Why did you platinum it, you idiot? Because, you've got 20 points, which I had more than you before.
Because it offered a nice bit of light and shade I was playing Liza P, getting really fucked off with that, switching that off, and then your face,
Yeah.
and then playing And then just sticking that on, to be fair. Just sticking time.
This is not the episode for me to go off on one about Liza P.
We'll wait till next
No,
month.
that's next month, mate.
Ooh, exciting! Can't wait.
Yeah, that's it. Well, that's it, really. And the other thing was Far Cry, but we'll talk about that in a minute, I'm sure.
Yes, we will.
We will. Cool. I think that's it. That's everybody, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we're all caught up. Okay, so are we going to move into this month's game? Okay.
Well, yeah, tell us first of all about the challenge and just a rule recap, Duane.
Oh, okay. So if you don't know by now, but just a quick update, we are playing games chosen by all of us. We have to collect as many trophies as we can in said games. Bronze 1 point, silver 2 points, gold 3 points. The elusive platinums are 20. I think that's about it, really. There are lifelines, which will cost you points. Yeah, that's about it.
And it's just Duane, Dave, and Stu.
Just and if we
this
carry on
season,
and if we carry on next month, then I think James wants to play. He's realised
100%.
I think James
Spider-Man.
definitely wants to play.
excellent. But I will put a ban on any Bourne type game. There you go. I've said it.
Again.
But yeah, you can say it, mate. It doesn't mean it's going to happen.
I know.
So this month's game was Stu's choice, which was Far Cry Blood Dragon. So just a quick kind of synopsis. So back in, when was it? 2011, Epic Games and People Can Fly released a game called Bulletstorm. 2 years later, Ubisoft released Far Cry Blood Dragon. That's all I'm saying on that. That's all I'm saying.
Absolute
No.
goddamn nonsense.
No,
Duane.
they have...
It's just a Far Cry game.
No, it's not.
So what you're saying is all Far Cry games are Bulletstorm.
No, not Far Cry games. This game.
It's like a normal... Okay.
No, it's not.
We'll get into it in a second.
Anyway, so...
This is going to get spicy.
Why?
I fucking love
Why did you choose this pile of game?
Right. This game is great. Now, context. This was a standalone DLC for Far Cry 3, so it's built on the Far Cry 3 engine. Technically, it's a cut-down map as well of Far Cry 3. Everything about the gameplay is Far Cry 3. But it's set in a very cynical 1980s Arnold Schwarzenegger, stupid bro, rah, hoorah, rah, America, rah, rah. And it's brilliant. Now, I played it originally on the PS3 and it worked. It was flawless. The controls were fluid. It was really good. It was just like playing a Far Cry 3 game. Unfortunately, Ubisoft have just screwed up this port completely. It is one of the most unplayable games. Without any spoiler, I've gone through the whole game and I've completed it and I've done it all. And it was a struggle for me. And I've played this game before and it never controlled like this on PS3. And it was on the Xbox. Now, when we look at the Metacritic as well for this game,
It was well received.
Yeah, it was 80. And if you have a look on the Metacritic scores, new consoles, i.e. PS4, Xbox, and Xbox One, weren't actually reviewed. So they don't, if they reviewed them on them, they would have got a way lower score. Because that was one of the big criticisms, was the control. It's so floaty and it's just not accurate. You end up, when you're shooting around things and not at anything. And this, you could tell it was built on the Far Cry 3 engine because Far Cry 3 port was exactly the same. It's exactly the same. Everything about it is the same, the way it controls. It's just awful. Now, that is a big part of this game, is the control, because you've got to play the game. And the game is not overly that long either. It's a little bit grindy, but, it's not over. The story's, serviceable. And I quite like it for what it was, a bit of comedy. But what really doesn't help is the control scheme. It's just awful. As you know, if you try to aim, you guys, that you try to aim at anything and you just can't. You're going, right then, I'm going to try snipering is the most frustrating thing you can do. Because what you want him to do is just stand still, because you can't match him, you can't do anything because the controls are so naff. Right. don't know, I've sort of lost on where I'm playing. Right, yeah, so really, it's a parody of those kind of films back then. It's all set in the dark. It's all got neon everywhere. And okay, the Bulletstorm thing, which you're referring to, the only thing which is such a tenuous link, Duane, you've made, is when they're in the helicopter and they've just got the autocannon. And where then? I've played Bulletstorm and I don't know what you're talking about.
They kind of try to like mimic the humor, that kind of like trying to be sort of like funny, kind of like a bit kind of like in your face, kind of Bulletstorm.
But it is funny,
but it's not though. I found it was trying too hard with its humor. It was like, are you bored with reading? Press X. That's not.
Oh, they were brilliant.
That's not fun. That's just press X to jump. Oh, if you really care, press X to jump. I don't care if you do or not. I just found it really annoying.
The classic line of winners don't do drugs.
I didn't
stuff.
I don't know. I didn't even see that one. I just found it like really try hard, kind of a bit kind of. Wow. It was just too much. So
you do know they weren't being serious. In this whole
I know.
You do know it's like a parody. Okay,
I got that. But you can do parody and be funny, but this just wasn't. So I played for 26 minutes. I found it was hurting my eyes. It was just absolutely garish to look at. The controls didn't help. I was starting to get motion sickness with it, so that also didn't help. And I stopped. And I haven't gone back since. I haven't gone back since. And actually,
you don't need the points.
I don't even care because
ladies and gentlemen,
if I eventually go on to lose this to Stu, I will have won because I've not had to play this fucking game.
Oh, you dick.
Duane, all I can say, Duane, is you just need to say what you think.
I did. I absolutely did. This game is absolute dog shit trash.
Wow, it's not that bad.
Oh,
Jesus.
It absolutely is. It's just.
You know what? I believe. Yeah, okay. You may not gel with the story there, but I believe if the control scheme and Ubisoft didn't fuck it up,
maybe.
I think it would have been a lot better game for you. I really do. Because it's not even a hard game, to be fair. It's just, you can actually get all the trophies on easy. You don't need to whack it up to the hardest level or anything.
I think I had it on normal. I wasn't struggling with like dying or anything. I just
it's
just hated it.
I really like the humour. It's it's so cynical and brilliant and over the top. And I thought it all hit on all points. So, and I'm a bit odd that you didn't feel that, but everybody's different. So there you go.
There's a bit in it where Rex Colt, who's the main character, says to his mate, he says, "Tell my wife I died fighting for my country."
That's
and his mate says, "You tell her that yourself. You can tell her that yourself," which was funny. There's no doubt.
And there's loads of like little one-liners in there as well, like that, and they're just quite like things like that. Oh, there's like a move where he just literally puts his middle finger up. It doesn't do anything else. It's not a punch. You can actually just do the middle finger.
Yeah, he did that randomly whilst I was playing. Cool. It was annoying me. I was like, I'm trying to reload, and he just does that. I'm like, just.
Oh no! I think you must have hit the button then to do it.
It's like, don't do that. Don't do that.
Also, when you level up as well, he does like a metal hand thing and lightning. It's quite. I liked it. I liked it. Dave, how did you get on with it? Come on, you're my boy now.
I wrote down 3 words when I was sort of thinking about this game. Nightmare in Neon is what I wrote down. I thought it was fucking awful.
God,
I'm sorry, Stu.
It's my boy. It's my boy,
mate. I didn't write the game.
I'm really sorry.
Like
I absolutely loved Far Cry 3, and I played the bollocks out of Far Cry. Far Cry 3 is my favourite Far Cry game. It was amazing.
Classic.
This is built on Far Cry 3, but somehow it's fucking awful. I don't understand it, but it's awful. I don't know what's happened.
As in the gameplay or the story?
I resorted to the shotgun. I thought, I can't fucking hit anything. I cannot hit anything. I'm going to have the shotgun, and I'm just going to run up to people. That's my tactic. I'm going to have the shotgun, I'm going to run up to people and shoot them point blank range. And even then I was missing. I fucking stood next to him and I was missing him.
But again, this is Ubisoft fucking up the port. If you played it on PS3 or Xbox 360,
I wish I'd
problem.
played it back then, to be honest. I wish I had, because this was dreadful.
It was. To be fair, I love this game, and I don't recommend people playing this version because it's crap. It controls like these. Forget what Duane's saying about the story. It's just the controls are so bad, and it doesn't give it justice in that sense. I do think that Duane, okay, he might still not like the story, but he probably would have given it more of a pass if he actually controlled.
Yeah, I think
because that's the problem. It's
like you said, you can't snipe. You cannot snipe for toffee in this fucking game.
No.
Yeah, absolutely. If the controls were a bit tighter, I think I probably would have persevered.
I think if you went through, I went through it all, and I'm not saying it gets easier, but when you level up, you get more perks, and it makes the life a little bit easier. It's still frustrating as hell, and it's times where I wanted to smash the controller on the table, but it's just because of the way it controls, not because of the game itself. So if you went through, if you could get through that, but to get all the trophies, you had to do all the side quests as well. You had to do everything. And if you were falling apart in the first 20 minutes,
I've got 26 minutes logged as played, and that probably includes time in the menus. So,
wow. Did you complete it, Dave, at all?
Fucking hell, no. No, I'll tell you what. I played it I most recently played it yesterday, last night. And I got to the, I was on the mission where you go wherever to some bunker, and they give you a flamethrower, and you have to kill the blood dragon's eggs.
Oh, you know what? You've got about halfway through the game.
You have to blow the eggs up.
Yeah. That's not bad.
And then once you've done that, you go back to the elevator, and you trigger the elevator, and it says survive until the elevator arrives.
Yes.
Something went wrong with the game at that point, because there were no enemies spawning, nothing was happening, and the elevator was not appearing, and I was there for 10-15 minutes, so obviously the game had glitched out. And it was that point I thought, fucking hell, that's it for me. I'm not going to restart this game at the previous checkpoint to just... That was the final straw, to be honest.
Right. Okay.
I wasn't enjoying it up until then, and that I've kind of committed to myself that in this challenge, if I don't platinum every game, I'm at least going to finish every game. That's what I've promised myself.
What difficulty was you running the game
easy.
On? Okay, that's fine.
Because
that's fine.
I can't fucking aim. I cannot aim in this game.
No, but for the trophies, you didn't need to go hard. There's no point.
Yeah.
If you can get all the trophies on easy, do it. Go on easy. That's fine.
The aiming is I don't understand it, Stu, if I'm honest. I cannot get my head around the fact that.
Oh, I got used to it, and I was compensating a bit, but it was hard. It is ridiculously stupid. I
love Far Cry 3. Far Cry 3, Rook Island, fucking absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it.
The one thing apart from the control scheme, which we all agree on, which was crap. The one thing what I got a little bit annoyed with was because you couldn't aim, so you were using so much ammo trying to get anything, so you end up kind of buy ammo constantly, and therefore it was draining your money. And you need the money to then buy the upgrades to get the trophy. And it was just like, this is PMO. So I had to start. No, I finished the game, and then I had to. You don't have to start a new game, but you can go back into the world, and you can reset all the garrisons. So I had to reset all the garrisons just so I could go in there and get enough money to get my upgrades.
That's dedication. Oh my god!
And that was really annoying. So that annoyed me. It was just like, oh, come on now. You've broke the control scheme. At least you could do is give me some money for it.
I to be honest, mate, I thought it was terrible. I really, really struggled with it. And some of the humour as well I struggled with. The bit I said earlier was really funny. But then, I don't know, there was a bit I was doing, she was saying, the woman that's sort of in your ear talking to you.
Yeah.
Or saying, people that hate video games, people that don't like video games are dickheads, or whatever she was saying.
Yeah.
And it was just a bit on the nose, and it was like, oh my god.
But I thought that was, I thought that was funny and completely self-aware, and it wasn't meant to be this massive, serious statement on.
No, it was
society or
self-aware. It
anything.
was
It was
all
just-
those things, but I just think it's, I don't know. I think it's probably showing its age. When did it come out?
2013.
Fuck, so that's over 10 years. That's 10 years ago, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not
11
that old,
years
to
ago.
be fair. It's not overly that old.
I struggle with it. Far Cry 3 was and still is my favourite Far Cry game. And I like the Far Cry stuff. And Far Cry 3 I thought was brilliant. This is... I don't know. I felt uneasy just playing it, to be honest. The fact that the sky was just a bit weird. And you had those things coming shining down from the sky, and it just...
Oh, but the sharks with lasers on their head.
Yeah, to be honest...
And the big blood dragons.
Yeah, the dragons, and the noise the dragons made when they fired out. The whole thing just made me feel a bit weird. I felt a bit uneasy with it all, to be honest. And I tried Stu, because I love Far Cry 3. I really tried with it.
Yeah.
But...
I think you would have had a bit of experience if you played it on the original hardware, not on the port, because the port is terrible.
No, I agree. Because the control scheme
It's so
is a
bad.
massive part of that. And the fact that you can't fucking aim properly on it, for whatever reason, I don't know.
To be fair, I played Far Cry 3 on the port as well, and I remember how bad it was, and I remember even sending an email to Ubisoft support going, "What, this is," and everybody was complaining about it, and they never fixed it. And then when I played Blood Dragon, I completely forgot that the control screen was broke. So even though the first time I was aiming, I was going, "Oh no!" and I had this flashback of how bad it was, going, "Oh no, what have I done?"
Yeah.
James, did you have a little tinker with it at all? I know you're not doing it as the challenge, but did you have a little go? Or
I only had it. I think I played it less than Duane, but I had other things going on this month that I was doing, and the 15 minutes I played, I went,
no.
I thought no, because to be fair, I think I turned it on only a few days after we recorded the previous podcast, so I thought, get in early. And I played 15 minutes. Went, this is going to be a bit of a struggle. We'll put it aside, and then other things happened, and I just wanted to play games that I knew I was going to enjoy. And I looked at this.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Nah, not doing it.
I think that's pretty much exactly where I kind of think I jumped on it the day we recorded last, and I think that's when I got my 26 minutes, and then I was just like, and each time I was like, shall I put a little bit more time in? And I was like, no, I just can't be bothered with it.
Well,
it's
you're
just,
so far ahead in the scores, you don't care.
well, it's not about that. It's like Dave. It's like, so I kind of feel like I want to kind of give each game a fair shake, but it just, I think I gave it as a fair a shake as it deserved, to be honest.
Oh, that's made me a little bit sad.
I'm
because I
sorry.
really, really like this game. No, if you
sorry.
don't like it, you don't like it. Because trust me, I've got a whole bag of scorn for Liza P. Don't you worry about that.
Just you fucking wait. Just you wait.
That's not anything wrong with the game. That's a skill issue.
Oh, really?
It's a
Oh, hello,
skill issue.
hello.
Okay.
That's
Skill
fucking
issue.
hell.
One thing I
Skill
will
issue.
say though is what hit me instantly was the theme tune was just a shit version of Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
Yes,
Yes.
I know. It's awesome.
I was thinking, and that made me cringe. I went, I know this is meant to be parody, but I thought, And
I liked all that. That was very up my street, I think. Maybe I've got a humour which is stuck in the 80s. I don't know.
I think, Stu. I feel a bit for you, mate, because you loved this game back in the day, and you were like, "Fucking, this game's brilliant." And I'm sure that it was. They fucked up the port of it. Like I said, Far Cry 3. I was an absolute demon on Far Cry 3 back in the day because it just played really sweet. It was lovely.
Yeah,
it was lovely. Whatever they've done to it and to that and to Blood Dragon, it's just totally fucked it up.
Yeah,
and
yeah. It's a shame.
It's just it's
I
a
mean,
bag of
don't. Well, to say, mate, do not play Far Cry 3 on this gen consoles. Don't. If you love Far Cry 3, do not play it on the PS4, PS5, or Xbox One, Series X, whatever, because it's crap. They fucked up
It's a shame,
the port.
and it's a real shame.
It is. It's terrible. Yeah, and I'm saying that if it's your favourite Far Cry game, don't play the new one. No, don't play it on new hardware because you will be so pissed off.
Yeah.
I definitely was, because I remember I remember when it came out. Was it 2001? And I pre-ordered it. I was really excited, and I got it, and I was really pissed off, and they never patched it. And it's like, oh great, okay. So everybody's just been conned, and everybody was moaning about the control schemes as well. So, but hey, there you go. There's where I didn't pick. To be fair, when I picked the game, I completely forgot about the control schemes being bad.
No, that's fair.
My
That's
memory was that time, and you guys, oh well, it's a parody. It'll just be funny, and I think we'll just have it God, I didn't recognise it. Just been this big bag of scorn everywhere. But it is what it is. Whether you like it or not. It's a shame they messed up the controls, but there you go. So,
how has this affected the scores? That's the question. How has this month's game and other games?
That's my bit.
I was going to
Okay.
say, handing over to Dave, our tit.
Well, I can give you the scores now.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's see where we all stand.
So it's not all been about Farcry Blood Dragon this month. There's been some other stuff going on. People have played a couple of other games within the challenge. Let's have a look then. So, Duane, we'll start with you because you had the most amount of points at the start of last month. You had 444 points.
Did I mess that up? I'm actually gutted because leaving on 444 would have been quite cool.
Well, you had 444. You haven't now.
Yeah,
You've
I'm
got
saying,
a few
but
more.
just leaving it there would have been quite cool.
yeah, it would have been good for us.
Yeah.
Just, nice and tidy.
Actually, we'll decide now. Should we just not give him his points? We just keep his 444.
So he's had a little bit of action. So he's had a bit of Far Cry Blood Dragon action. What else have you had then, Duane?
So how many trophies did I get on Far Cry Blood Dragon? Is it one?
I think it was one.
One?
Yeah, the onboarding, isn't it?
Yeah,
It was the thing
the
about
one
getting off the
pressing start.
helicopter. There was a bronze for getting off the helicopter, and that was it.
Yeah, that's what I
Well
got.
done.
But
I'll take it.
you have scored. I don't know what other games you've played, but you have scored a total of 25 points.
I finished and platinumed Lies of P.
Ah, yes, you did. That's where it's come from. Of course, you did. Yes.
Yep.
So you started the month on 444. And you finished the month on 469. So you had 25 points.
Nice. I'll take it.
Stuart Whitehouse.
Yes, Titsmaster.
You started the month on 340 points. You've obviously, in the meantime, platinumed Blood Dragon.
There's no platinum, but there's an honorary
But
platinum.
you've had the honorary platinum, which I've called. What did I call that? I can't remember.
Shit control platinum.
No, no. I can't remember. Anyway, we made up a platinum for it. You scored 40 points in this previous month, and you. To be fair, one of those was a trophy on Lies of P.
Yes, it was.
Woo!
Yay.
I can see in your
So
face.
I've got 380
you
then.
are
Is that
about
what you're saying?
So you have finished the month on 380 points.
Nice. Nice.
I started the month on 341 points.
You did.
I've played some Lies of P. I've played some Far Cry Blood Dragon. I've got some trophies on that. But interspersed with Lies of P, I've played some Tinykin. I platinum Tinykin, which has given me a total of 45 points for this month.
Oh, God.
Oh. You're closing Duane down.
So
slowly.
I've got 386 points year to date.
Yeah, but now he's 6 points in front of me, and I'm last.
YTD year to date. So I've extended my lead over you, Stuart, to 6 points now.
6. Well, you're still reachable.
Well, of course, it's 6 points. It's ridiculous. So it's 380.
I mean, the only
for you.
advantage I have at the moment, it's actually wiped out by Returnal, but I've completed Blood Dragon. But you've completed Returnal, which I will never do. So
Returnal is easier to complete than Blood Dragon shoot. Believe me.
it's not. No, it's not. It isn't. It isn't.
Mentally, it is.
Well, I didn't find it that bad.
No,
So
fair enough.
the controls are a bit shit, but yeah.
Stu 380, me 386, Duane streets ahead 469.
It's less than 100 points between us, though.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
So it's not unachievable.
So what games have we got left then? We got Lies of P.
I've just got Spider-Man.
And then Spider-Man.
Well, let's have a talk about it in next month's game then.
Which is Lies of P.
We've revealed it. We already revealed it basically at the beginning of this show, so this section's a bit pointless.
You revealed it. We revealed it previous month.
Yeah, we've known from the start this was coming.
But Duane
show
cannot
notes.
get any points on Lies of P.
Yeah, I've
He's already
maxed
got
out. I'm done. I'm done with
Yeah,
it.
but what he'll do now is he'll play Spider-Man and then, I don't know, and sit in a bath of custard for a month. I don't know.
Yeah, but we're all going to platinum Spider-Man, aren't we? Let's be real.
Yeah, it's an
do.
easy plat. It's an easy plat, trust me.
I'll enjoy that. That'll be good.
It's good game.
That'll be fun.
Anyway, so Duane, tell us about Lies of P, next month's game, which you've already completed.
Lies of P was one of my favourite releases from last year. It's a Souls-like.
Fucking sadist.
Oh, fuck. I didn't know anything about it. Now you've just said that. I may or may not be on next month.
Oh, you can join us. You can join us to chat, mate. It'll be fun. It's really good. It's kind of similar to Bloodborne. It's not quite as punishing as Bloodborne. I'll be honest. Bloodborne is still like the pinnacle. It's good. It's a great game. I loved it. Loved it. So that's why I brought it forward for this challenge, so I could share my enjoyment with you, lovely guys.
So it's another game which is really hard as nails, and you've already completed, so you know what to do.
Not that you're...
Oh, sorry. Oh, did I say that out loud? Oh, sorry.
I didn't choose Returnal. Can I just say that wasn't my choice?
Yeah, that's true.
So
is Lies of P on PS Plus?
no, it's not. It's the one we've had to
You
buy.
I had to
buy it.
spend hard-earned goddamn cash on that
But
piece of...
it's in the sales.
Really?
It's in the sales.
Yes, really.
30 quid. Oh, do I want to spend 30 quid on it?
I spent more than 30 quid on it. It annoys me.
That's unfortunate.
Did you?
I know.
I bought it for 30 quid, Stu.
Oh, I'll have to look at my receipts. I can't. I thought it was 40. I bought it for.
There's an upgrade for the PS5 as well.
PS5 Pro update.
Oh, didn't know this.
Can I say, Stuart Whitehouse? Let's talk directly now. In terms of a Souls-like or a Born-like, whatever you want to call it, Lies of P is an excellent entry level into that because it's not as hard.
Isn't Kenya though? Bridge of Spirits a better entry for a Souls-like game because it is a little bit. No, I didn't mind it. I just never completed it. Actually, that's a game I would like to go back to. But unfortunately, I think I'll have to start all over again because there's muscle memory and everything's all gone. I won't know what to do. But that is a Souls kind of very
It's
light Souls game,
light,
isn't it?
I would call.
Very light. Yeah. So it's probably perfect for me.
Because you can change the difficulty setting, which also helps you. Whereas Lies of P, you can't. It's just like, that's it.
I like that. I don't. If the developer has that vision of no, that's what it's going to be. Great.
Yeah,
Everybody
I agree.
moans about it.
I
Then,
agree.
like me, I'm not moaning about it because I can't change the difficulty. Well, no, that's what the game is. If you can do it, awesome. You can't do it. Okay, you can have the arguments about accessibility and things like that, but okay, but the game wasn't made for that. You know what I mean? It was made that way. I don't know. It's hard. It's you can say trying to stop somebody from an author writing a book or a filmmaker. You can't do that.
Yeah, if the developer has a certain kind of experience that they want you to have, then by offering those difficulty settings, and that would then impact that experience, then actually I think that's up to them. That's absolutely up to them.
And whatever I do say about Lies of P, and obviously we're not going to go into it now, even though we are talking about it. It is purely a skill-based thing, and I don't possess that skill. So it is purely frustration and anger at me, probably, not the game.
It's not just you, mate. There's times when I was playing it where there was swearing happening. So it's not just you.
I rage quit it 2 nights ago because it really fucked me off.
I rage quit it, and it was at the start. So,
Ooh. Okay. Anyway, more on that one next month.
more on that. Yeah,
No, that's next
spoilers.
month. That's next month. That's next month.
Okay, so I think let's wind this one up. So thanks for listening, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. Stu, housekeeping.
Housekeeping. So you can contact us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or email. If you want to email us, it's TheLoggBox@gmail.com, and that's 2 G's in log. We're mainly on the Facebook page, so just look for the League of Gaming Gentlemen or the LoGBox, and it should fit in. Obviously, we encourage people to email us if they can. We got a YouTube channel. You just look for youtube.com/@LoGBox. James has been doing a lot of streaming, what you've already heard, because he's been streaming Horizon, but also the F1 stuff is up there. And one day, me, Dave, and Duane might actually do some streaming, whether it's all together or individual.
I need
but
to
we
do
don't know.
some.
We keep on saying we will, and we don't do it. So, but hopefully we will. We do have a Twitch channel, that's LoGBox, but we don't really use it that much. But sometimes, if we're doing a dual challenge, like one will be on Twitch, one will be on YouTube, so we might use it like that. So, but anyway. Just find us, type the LoGBox in Google, and it'll be one of the top searches in there, and then just find us that way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, that's it. Thanks, guys. Been a pleasure, as always. Hopefully see you again next month. Jay?
You will.
That'd be lovely. Whether you play Lies of P or not. I think you should. I think you should give it a go.
Well, we'll
No.
see.
Buy it, Jay. Buy it,
No,
Jay.
Mike.
Buy it. I'd
Stu's
love
like
it if you bought it.
You can have my copy, mate. I'll go into digital box.
So good. Anyway, thanks, guys, and see you next month. Bye.
All right. See you later. Bye.
Play ball.
Finish him!
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.